ಸೋಮವಾರ ಭಾರತೀಯ ಬಾಹ್ಯಾಕಾಶ ಸಂಶೋಧನಾ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಇಸ್ರೋ PSLV-C 58ರ ಯಶಸ್ವಿ ಉಡಾವಣೆಯೊಂದಿಗೆ ಹೊಸ ವರ್ಷವನ್ನು ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸಿತು. ಇಸ್ರೋ ಮಿಷನ್ ಯಶಸ್ವಿಗಾಗಿ ಇಸ್ರೋ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳಾದ ಅಮಿತ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಪಾತ್ರ, ವಿಕ್ಟರ್ ಜೋಸೆಫ್, ಯಶೋಧ ಮತ್ತು ಶ್ರೀನಿವಾಸ್ ಅವರು ತಿರುಮಲ ಶ್ರೀ ವೆಂಕಟೇಶ್ವರ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಭೇಟಿ ನೀಡಿ ದರ್ಶನ ಪಡೆದಿದ್ದರು. ಆಂಧ್ರಪ್ರದೇಶದ ಶ್ರೀಹರಿಕೋಟಾದಿಂದ ಪೋಲಾರ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಲೈಟ್ ಲಾಂಚ್ ವೆಹಿಕಲ್ PSLV ಮೂಲಕ ಉಪಗ್ರಹವನ್ನು ಉಡಾವಣೆ ಮಾಡಲಾಗಿದ್ದು, ಆ ಮೂಲಕ ಇಸ್ರೋ ಹೊಸ ವರ್ಷದ ದಿನವೇ ಇತಿಹಾಸ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಸಿದೆ. ದೇಶದ ಮೊದಲ ಎಕ್ಸ್-ರೇ ಪೋಲರಿಮೀಟರ್ ಉಪಗ್ರಹ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋಸ್ಯಾಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಯಶಸ್ವಿಯಾಗಿ ಉಡಾವಣೆ ಮಾಡಲಾಗಿದ್ದು, ಇದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ PSLV ಇತರ 10 ಉಪಗ್ರಹಗಳನ್ನು ಹೊತ್ತೊಯ್ದಿದೆ. ಈ ಉಪಗ್ರಹವನ್ನು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ಅಪ್ ಶೈಕ್ಷಣಿಕ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಇಸ್ರೋ ಕೇಂದ್ರಗಳು ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಇಸ್ರೋ 2024ರ ಮೊದಲ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆ ಗುರುತು ಮೂಡಿಸಿದ್ದು, ಇಸ್ರೋದ PSLV-C 58 ಮಿಷನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋಸ್ಯಾಟ್ ಉಪಗ್ರಹವನ್ನು ಪೂರ್ವ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಕೆಳಕಕ್ಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂರಿಸಲಿದೆ. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋಸ್ಯಾಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕಕ್ಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂರಿಸಿದ ಬಳಿಕ PS4 ಹಂತ 2 ಬಾರಿ ಮರುಚಾಲನೆಗೆ ಒಳಗಾಗುತ್ತದೆ. ಕಕ್ಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿನ ಚಲನೆಯ ವೇಗವನ್ನು 350 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ವೃತ್ತಾಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಒಗ್ಗಿಸಿಕೊಂಡು 3 ಅಕ್ಷದ ಸ್ಥಿರ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಯೋಗಗಳನ್ನು ನಿರ್ವಹಿಸಲು ಸಜ್ಜಾಗುತ್ತದೆ ಎಂದು ಇಸ್ರೋ ವಿವರಿಸಿದೆ. ಕಪ್ಪು ಕುಳಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್-ರೇ ಬೈನರಿಗಳು, ಸಕ್ರಿಯ ಗ್ಯಾಲಕ್ಸಿಯ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ಗಳು, ಉಷ್ಣವಲ್ಲದ ಸೂಪರ್ನೋವಾ ಅವಶೇಷಗಳನ್ನು ಒಳಗೊಂಡಂತೆ ವಿಶ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ ತಿಳಿದಿರುವ 50 ಪ್ರಕಾಶಮಾನವಾದ ಮೂಲಗಳನ್ನು ಅಧ್ಯಯನ ಮಾಡುವ ಗುರಿಯನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋಸ್ಯಾಟ್ ಮಿಷನ್ ಹೊಂದಿದೆ. ಕನಿಷ್ಠ 5 ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಮಿಷನ್ ಸಕ್ರಿಯವಾಗಿರಲಿದೆ. ಕಪ್ಪು ಕುಳಿಗಳ ಕುರಿತು ಇದು ಅಧ್ಯಯನ ಮಾಡಲಿದೆ.
कमेंटेटर 1, नमस्कार, सुप्रभात। आप सभी दर्शकों के लिए यह नववर्ष अत्यंत मंगलमय हो, उन्नति और स्वास्थ्य से भरा हो।
Testing commentator mic number 2. Namaste viewers and a hearty welcome to the live telecast of maiden launch of ISRO in the year 2024.
नमस्कार, सुप्रभात, नव वर्ष, नव मास, नव दिवस, नव आरंभ। आप सभी दर्शकों के लिए यह वर्ष अत्यंत मंगलमय, उन्नति और स्वास्थ्य से भरा हो, ऐसी मंगल कामनाओं के साथ मैं विकास स्वर्णकार अपने साथी कमेंटेटर मिस माधुरी पी के साथ आप सभी दर्शकों का हार्दिक अभिनंदन व स्वागत करते हैं। इसरो के इस वर्ष के प्रथम प्रमोशन मिशन, जिसका नाम है PSLV C58 एक्सपोसेट मिशन, नववर्ष के साथ इसरो भी अपने नवीन अंतरिक्ष प्रयोगों और वैज्ञानिक अनुसंधानों के लिए फिर से सुसज्ज है। अपने उद्देश्यों को पूरा कर अंतरिक्ष विज्ञान में भारत की एक छाप छोड़ने के लिए इसरो पूरी तरह तैयार है। पिछले वर्ष हमने 7 सफल प्रमोशन देखे। इनमें गगनयान 3 का प्रमोशन, चंद्रमा की सतह पर अवतरण और आदित्य L1 उल्लेखनीय हैं। इसमें महत्वपूर्ण गगनयान संबंधी प्रयोगात्मक प्रमोशन भी किए गए थे। बीते वर्ष की सफलताओं से और ऊर्जावान होकर इसरो इस वर्ष तैयार है अपने प्रथम प्रमोशन मिशन के लिए, जो कि भारत का पहला एक्सरे ध्रुवणमापी मिशन होगा। आज 1 जनवरी 2024 को PSLV C58 द्वारा एक्सपोसेट उपग्रह को सतीश धवन अंतरिक्ष केंद्र शार श्रीहरिकोटा के प्रथम प्रमोशन मंच से भारतीय मानक समय के अनुसार सुबह 9:10 पर प्रमोचित किया जाएगा।
Namaste viewers and a hearty welcome to the live telecast of the maiden launch of ISRO in the year 2024. I am Madhuri giving the commentary in English, and with me in the commentary box is Mr. Vikas Swarnakar giving the commentary in Hindi. I wish you all a very happy and prosperous new year. The launch of PSLV C58 ExpoSat mission will take place today, the 1st of January 2024 at 9:10 Indian Standard Time from the first launch pad at Satish Dhawan Space Center, Shar, Sriharikota, the spaceport of India. The telecast is brought to you live from the Mission Control Center, courtesy Doordarshan. Apart from this, you can also watch it on ISRO website, YouTube, Facebook and X. The PSLV C58 will fly eastward and intends to place X-ray polarimetric satellite ExpoSat weighing 469 kilograms in an elliptical orbit with an apogee of 7,028.3 kilometers and 6 degrees inclination. ExpoSat will carry out studies related to X-rays emanating from cosmic sources. After injection of ExpoSat in its intended orbit, the PS4 stage will burn twice to change its orbit for placing the PSLV Orbital Experimental Module (POEM) at 350 km altitude for its 10 payloads to carry out experiments.
इस मिशन के उपग्रह एक्सपोसेट, जिसे हम जानते हैं एक्सपोसेट, एक एक्सरे ध्रुवणमापी उपग्रह है। यह चरम स्थितियों पर उज्जवल खगोलीय एक्सरे स्रोतों को विभिन्न गतिशीलता के अध्ययन करने के लिए भारत का पहला समर्पित ध्रुवणमापी मिशन है। अब आप सभी दर्शकों के सामने एक कर्टन रेजर वीडियो प्रस्तुत किया जा रहा है।
The universe is eternally captivating to humankind. The emissions from celestial objects such as black holes, neutron stars, and other energetic events arise from intricate physical processes and provide a formidable challenge to understand. In order to surmount this challenge, ISRO is gearing up to launch India's first dedicated polarimetry and spectroscopy satellite, ExpoSat. It aims to carry out research in space-based polarization measurements of X-ray emission from celestial sources. The ExpoSat satellite will be carried by a 4-stage DL variant of the PSLV C-58 rocket from the first launch pad of the Spaceport of India, Satish Dhawan Space Center, SDSC Shar, Sriharikota. ExpoSat will be positioned in a circular low Earth orbit with an altitude of 650 kilometers and 6-degree inclination. The ExpoSat satellite has been configured in a modified IMS-2 bus. ExpoSat has been ingeniously engineered to accommodate a duo of payloads, namely Pollux and Expect. Pollux is realized by the Raman Research Institute, Bengaluru. It will measure the polarization of X-rays in the energy band of 8 to 30 kilo electron volt emanating from about 50 potential cosmic sources. URSC ISRO realized Expect. It will carry out long-term spectral and temporal studies of cosmic X-ray sources in the energy band 0.8 to 15 kilo electron volt. ExpoSat, through its X-ray polarization measurements and analysis of long-term spectro-temporal variability, aims to provide essential insights into the nature of high-energy cosmic sources in astronomy. The lifespan of the ExpoSat satellite is expected to be 5 years. Subsequent to the injection of the ExpoSat satellite, the terminal stage of the launch vehicle PS4 will be restarted twice in order to reduce the orbit to a 350-kilometer circular orbit. The PSLV Orbital Experimental Module 3 will conduct the scientific experiments on 10 payloads from ISRO and various private space agencies.
Who are working in this area and studying this aspect of the universe, and we are leap forwarding towards the leadership in this role in this area. And congratulations to the payload team, particularly the Raman Research Institute and the Space Astronomy Group of URSC for coming out with this excellent payload, and for our teams across the ISRO centers who made this satellite realization possible. And currently the operations team at both URSC and ISTRAC, supported by many other people around the world, tracking and tending to this satellite. And I am sure in the next 5 years this satellite is going to bring out outstanding scientific results. Wish you all of you once again very, very happy New Year, and we will continue this journey of celebrating in a most purposeful way like this in future also. Thank you.
Very good morning, Mr. Chairman and my dear colleagues. Once again, PSLV has delivered as promised and herald a very good new year to start in a successful note. And I also compliment the entire team of PSLV as well as the ExpoSat team to have such a unique mission on such an auspicious day on first day of the new year. Once again, it also shows what we can do in giving to the humanity as a whole and to explore the universe of data related to black hole and all those things, which is a new, unique research, and able to integrate the payload from a research institution into this spacecraft and have a successful mission. And I wish them all the best. I also compliment the entire team across resource centers for putting such an effort during last 45 days, considering some of the weather conditions, and continuing with the launch campaigns, and also making all the solid motors and all the liquid engines in all the other centers to have successfully integrated, tested and complemented at SDSC Shar, and go ahead with this launch campaign and be able to do it as expected, as thought on the 1st January itself. I wish all the people, colleagues in ISRO and across nation and all their family members a very happy new year and have a successful one. And let us, as we told, 2023 is almost a watershed year with almost 8-9 launches. and we have to continue to do that and come with a very good impact both in research as well as in the coming missions. I wish you all the best, and once again wishing a happy new year. Thank you.
Good morning to Chairman ISRO and all my colleagues here. It's really heartening to see that PSLV C-58 majestically lifting off and going in the right path. And all the stations across our network has tracked fantastically and provided very good data. And we are still awaiting for the following orbit to really see the PSLV fourth stage getting into 350 kilometer and track further. It is going to be a really challenging event. And XPOSat already being in orbit and is being controlled by ISTRAC is going very nicely. Panels have got deployed and further operations are in progress. And regarding XPOSat, already told, it is another brother of AstroSat, and it is going to be a real compliment to the scientific community to explore this universe and find many things which has not been revealed till date. So I compliment everyone to the PSLV project, to the satellite team, and also at Science Data Center we are ready to receive the XPOSat data and do the processing and provide to the community across the world. So we all wish the 2024 is going to be much challenging and further taking ISRO to greater heights. Thank you. Jai Hind. All the best.
It's a great occasion, and Happy New Year to all of you out there. Our New Year gift to the nation, an excellent launch and an excellent orbit. Our heritage navigation system Resins has given almost an error of around 3 kilometers and in inclination 0.001 degree, which is truly world class. Kudos to the IASU team to have achieved such an orbit. The XPOSat, as was highlighted, it's a small in size but great in its capabilities to look at the start of the universe. And the Poem 3, which is a very inexpensive microgravity platform, I think it is one of the unique platforms in the world. I think no other space agency provides such a platform. And this is a platform that ISRO is giving to the NGEs and academic institutions in the country to test their ideas and technologies. And we are very happy to see that the academia as well as the industries are using this platform to test their technologies, which will be going into their future missions. So congratulations to all of you, the academy, industry, and new project team headed by new project director Sri Jayakumar, and the entire ISRO team to have achieved such an excellent launch. Thank you all. Happy New Year. Let us have a great 2024.
Thanks to all the directors of the centers who have contributed for this mission in various ways, building the rocket, building the satellite, and also providing the ground infrastructure for us to operate and make this mission possible. So congratulations to all of you for your excellent contributions, and all the team members of ISRO and also the partnering academia and institutions for making this mission possible. Now, all of you know that the mission was at a 650 kilometer, 6 degree inclination, and we could have done the Poem experiment in the same orbit. But as a responsible space agency, we decided to bring the fourth stage to a lower orbit so that its life of the stage in the orbit is much lesser, so that we don't create debris in that process. So that's why it has been brought down to 350 kilometers. And in that orbit, we will be carrying out the experiment with the payloads, as already been mentioned. We have an interesting fuel cell experiment which is going to be one of the precursor to our future powering of space station and other areas when we have to have power generation on board. And the VSAT is the Women Engineered Satellite, which is going to be an excellent contribution from all the girl students who have built this spacecraft. And we also have the experiments sponsored by various non-governmental entities, space startups in India, powered through the InSpace coordination process. So congratulations to InSpace for enabling all these payloads on board the PSLV. And we are going to have not only that that this poem is going to be unique in that aspect that all these payloads are there, but we are also having a unique way of dumping the remaining fuel and propellant and gas in this stage with a different approach, which is again not going to be done for the very first time. And the entire platform of POEM is going to be stabilized using cold gas thrusters, which has worked in the last time very well. So we are looking for the orbital change, which will happen by the two firing of the engines and also bringing to 350 kilometer circular orbit. And after that, the POEM experiment will start. And our expectation is the whole process of this testing will be over in very short time, and we'll be able to declare this POEM payload successfully, maybe a course of 1 month or so. So possibly all of you know that the POEM payload has its own power generation capability with solar cells, batteries, and its own computers and commanding systems. So it's almost a full-fledged spacecraft supporting all of you to conduct experiments at very low cost. So it's once again an invitation to all the startups, budding entrepreneurs, students across the country to come and host your payloads on board PSLV 4 stage for experimenting and trying out your new ideas. So with this, let me close today's mission activities from the control center of Satish Dhawan Space Center. And we'll be back with announcements through our social media platforms for what happened in the POEM and what type of results have come out. Wait for that. And this year just began, and we are going to have many launches, and 2024 is going to be the year of Gaganyaan. As you already know, the TVD1 mission has just been over last year, and this year we are expecting 2 more such test flights of the test vehicle, followed by the unmanned missions of the Gaganyaan program, and many more tests and experiments, which will be in very large numbers, which will not be coordinated from this control center. Similarly, we are going to have missions of PSLV, GSLV, as well as SSLV in the coming year, this year as well. So very hectic schedule waiting for all of you. And once again, let me wish a very, very happy new year 2024 for the entire family of ISRO, our partnering institutions, industries, and all our well-wishers. Thank you so much. Goodbye.